Γεια σας. Hello, good afternoon. It's been a long way. It's been a tough time, but we are here again. We are together again. We are in Thessaloniki Film Festival. We are in Central Macedonia to learn how to film in Central Macedonia, the best place on earth to shoot your movie. It's true. So now I pass the microphone to the regional government of Central Macedonia, a good friend of the festival, Mr. Apóstolος Τζιτζικώστας.
Thank you very much, Orestis. It's a great honor and a privilege to be here with you. And I really want to welcome all of you for being here today for this very important event that we are organizing. It's the second event that we have as Film Office of the region of Central Macedonia here in the Film Office, in the Film Festival that we have this year, the 62nd Film Festival, which finally restarted in person, because last 2 years it was virtual, it was online basically, but it was here in any case. And I want to congratulate you, Orestis, and all your team for the fantastic work you have been doing all these years. It's a great honor today because we have some people I would like to mention. Of course, you will hear them later, starting from our Vice Governor, Mr. Thanos, who has helped enormously throughout these years, to Panos Kouanis, the President of Έχουμε, who, for those of you who don't know him, he's the person responsible for having created all the background and all the new laws that help Greece get into the heart of the film productions. He's the one, in other words, who to blame for having Greece back into the center of all these film productions that are happening from Crete to Thessaloniki, Athens, everywhere. Of course, Madame Zaladoki, who is here with us, and I thank her very much. I also want to say that we have with us Rob van den Noorden, who is the producer of great movies and also the producer of 2 very interesting and important movies that are taking place now in our region. One ended before the summer, one starts next week, so it's a real honor to have you here, Rob, in our event today. And I would really like to say a couple of words about how we organized our film office here in Central Macedonia. We were the first region in Greece that started a film office, that created a film office in Greece. And this happened as soon as I learned that Panos Kouanis and the previous government is bringing new laws that will help with cash rebate and basically give the opportunity to the film industry to come here in Greece and start movies and shooting. That was the moment when we decided as an administration of the region to form a film office. And we were the first one to do it. So we created the film office, and the first thing I did was to travel to Hollywood and along with my assistants in order to present to all the major companies in Hollywood about what Central Macedonia is about. So what is Central Macedonia about, and why is Central Macedonia the best place not only to live in but also to shoot? Well, first of all, it's a very large region with different settings, physical settings, from mountains, forests, to lakes, sea, winter, summer, all 4 seasons of the year possible for shooting because the weather is good. We have some amazing cities, and of course we have all these people around the film industry who can help and support this kind of movies. I'm sure that Rob will tell you a little bit about what the advantages of shooting in Thessaloniki are and in Central Macedonia. I will tell you that already this year we had 3 movies. We had The Enforcer with Antonio Banderas. That was the shootings ended before the summer. We have now next week another movie, Hollywood movie, The Expendables, with, as you know, Stallone, a great cast of actors. Rob will tell you more about it. I don't want to take your position, Rob, here. And of course, we also had another movie during this year that was shot in Kilkis, which is 1 hour from Thessaloniki. It was behind the Haystacks by Argonauts Productions. We are having a lot of Greek companies that are being interested and start shooting here, a lot of series. We have a lot of very interesting movies that we are discussing for this year, for 2022. I can tell you that we will not get bored, because right after the Christmas break, we will have some news to announce again for another big and very interesting Hollywood movie. So I think that Central Macedonia now is right where we wanted it to be, in the center of the movie industry, in the center of the movie productions across the globe. And I want also to inform you today that last week I had some very, very interesting discussions and online meetings with Bollywood, because of course Hollywood for us is the #1 industry of the world, but there are other people who are getting interested in Central Macedonia and Thessaloniki. So our film office is basically here to help, to facilitate these people, these companies, not only to find the locations that they want to make their shootings, but also to facilitate them for even for things that you can not imagine, from cutting the red tape, the Greek red tape, helping them get all the licenses they need, from closing a street to make a shooting, to get licenses for explosives, Rob, right? Yeah, because you know, Greece was not a country that filming was in our everyday life before Panos Kouanis. So now we have to adapt even our laws in order to be able to make these shootings possibility, and a possibility in a fast way, because what these people need is they don't have a lot of time to lose, so they need to do things, and they need to do things quickly. So we are here to help, to facilitate all the steps from the very beginning to the very end. This is what we're going to do also in the future. We have very high goals. This is something I take personally. It is something that as an administration we want, and we will make it happen, to have Thessaloniki and Central Macedonia be at the center of these productions. And of course, another thing that we had agreed, and actually this was one of the things I discussed with the big boss of Millennium Productions in Hollywood when I visited, and it is starting now. It is the construction of studios in Thessaloniki for Millennium. And it's going to happen in Thermi, which is 20 minutes from the center of the city of Thessaloniki, in a very, very nice area. We have presented exactly the place where these studios will happen. And I'm sure that they will attract a lot of productions in the near future. So in other words, Orestis, I think I covered most of what I wanted to say today to you. I really believe that we will do a lot of things together. The film festival is of great help, and the people here. And the fact that Thessaloniki is in the heart of filming, and this started because of you, of the film festival and of the documentary festival, which, by the way, as a region, we are supporting in all the ways and means that we can, because we really believe that you are doing an amazing work, and you're helping a lot Thessaloniki, Central Macedonia, and our vision to make this place the place for shooting and the place for living. So thank you very much again for being here, all of you, for this very interesting discussion. And I'm looking forward to our good friends who are going to present. Mr. Kalafatis, I just saw you. Mr. Kalafatis, also here from this great company that we have with us and who are making these shootings and these high goals a possibility and a reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We would like to thank you for being here today. I'm Stavroula Geronimaki from the Hellenic Film Commission from the Greek Film Center. Mr. Dzitζικώστας told us about recent productions that were being shooted in Greece last year. But since I come from the Greek Film Center, Central Macedonia was always on the spot of Greek directors. We should remember that the Angelopoulos familiarized the audience with his films that were being shooted in Central Macedonia and the city of Thessaloniki. Last year, the Greek Film Center and the Ministry of Culture cooperated with the Ministry of Health so that we are sure that we have all the protocols, COVID protocols, so to reassure that cameras are rolling in Greece. And because we collaborated, this production took place last year. And we would like to ask Mr. Rob van Noorden to come on the floor and tell us some words about his company. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Mr. Rob van Noorden is the producer of Millennium Media and he's head of production. He has cooperated for the production on a lot of Hollywood films like Rambo, Last Blood, Angel Has Fallen, Joel, The Protégé, Blackbird, and so many films. And we would like him to tell us more about his experience of shooting Enforcer and other films in Central Macedonia.
Happy to. Thank you very much. Just a bit of intro on myself. I'm Rob van Noorden. I'm a producer and sometimes executive producer, and I'm the head of production at Millennium Media. You've named some of my credits, thank you, which is the last Rambo, Angel Has Fallen, Jolt, The Protégé, Blackbird, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, all done with Millennium Media. Millennium Media is a Los Angeles-based production company. They are one of the oldest operating production companies, independent production companies in the entire world. They've been around since 1992, which in this business is like 1,000 years. And it's a full-service entertainment company. They develop their own movies, they produce their own movies, they finance their own movies, and we deliver our own movies to the distributors. The distributors change movie to movie, but we give them beginning to end, we give them the whole package, and that's our business. And then there's, in addition to Millennium Media, there's also a great collaboration between Millennium and us with New Boyana Film Studios. New Boyana Film Studios are one of the largest active film studios in all of Europe. It's based in Sofia, Bulgaria. It's got over 10 sound stages, a water tank, one of the best in Europe, a motion capture stage, a backlot, a huge backlot where movies have shot everywhere from New York City to London to the United States and ancient Rome, all in Sofia, Bulgaria. And as far as why we've come to Greece, there's really two people most responsible for why we are in Greece. That would be Panos Kouanis, who the governor correctly mentioned. There's the head of Έχουμε, and he was the one who worked with the head of our studio, Yariv Lerner, to walk us through the new laws, the new rebates, and explain what Greece was doing, what Greece's priorities were in terms of bringing in new movies, big movies, foreign money. And Panos was really the one who opened the door for us to realize what we could do here. And the other person is a Greek guy named John Kalafatis, who partnered with our studio to start building sound stages and a studio here in Thessaloniki, and to make our experiment a permanent fixture in northern Greece, to not just try it, make a movie, see how it goes, but to actually build an industry from the ground up, which is how we did it in Sofia. You know, it was an organic process. That studio has been around a long time, but it's only over the last 15 or 20 years that it turned into what it is now, which is a full-service studio capable of servicing movies of any size, and not just one, but 4, 5. Those are the numbers of movies we have working at any given time, and working with John and with the guidance of Panos, we said, okay, we think we can do this here too. We think we can make northern Greece a hub of filming in Europe, and that's what we started to do. Speaking specifically of Thessaloniki, we chose northern Greece and Thessaloniki in particular for a variety of reasons. One was the proximity. It's very close to our hub in Sofia, so as things are still new here, it gave us the ability to bring in equipment, specialty equipment that, cameras, specialty lights, trailers for actors. The northern Greece, it doesn't have some of that industry yet here. There's no history of that in that same way, the new stuff. So until we really get on our feet here and bring that stuff in permanently, we needed a way to move quickly and really hit hard to be able to make our movies. As an independent film company, we work very quickly. We have no choice. So many of our schedules, they're based on our movie stars. The movie stars it's such a backbone of the financing and of the filming. We work with them on their schedules, but their schedules are busy. So when we need, for example, Antonio Banderas, and we can have him for 4 weeks, and those are the 4 weeks, and they're going to come in May or June, we strike fast. We have to. That's our business. And so the proximity to our film studios in New Boyana gave us the ability to do that. But more than that, Thessaloniki, it's a versatile city. There's a lot to this city. It's a very ancient city. You have castles, you have the sea, you have, old buildings, but it's also somewhat modern. You have ancient churches and ancient castles, and you also have a TGI Fridays. We have the combination of things here. We give multiple looks, as the governor correctly said. Northern Greece and Thessaloniki, even in particular, it offers a lot in terms of filmmaking. We're not here to make one movie. If it was just about making Miami, okay, we've done it. We know, making things look like other things is really all we ever do. We're used to making movies in Sofia. How many movies have you seen that are set in Sofia? None of them are set in Sofia. We make Sofia and we make those stages look like other things. We will do that in Thessaloniki too, but Thessaloniki offers an opportunity to do more than that. It offers us an opportunity also to shoot this city as what it is, as Thessaloniki, a major city in this part of the country and in this part of the world. And then beyond that, we also have the cooperation of everyone here. Again, it was Panos Kwanis who explained to us, people want to help you. They are invested in your success. They will open doors for you. They will get you permits. They will get you what you need. And we have seen it 100 times over, from the film office, from the governor's office, from Minister Kalafatis, from multiple different mayors of municipalities, the police, the fire department, all these different groups. That's what it takes to be able to make a movie fast. You need help, especially in a new town. We're not local, we don't know how Greece works, and we went on faith that the people here would help us, and thank God they did. And I don't believe there's many other countries, or many other cities, I should say, in the world that would have been able to facilitate a movie like Barracuda, like The Enforcer. I still call it Barracuda, I hope that's okay. I just think it's a better title. Our ability to make that movie was completely dependent on the people of this city. And they came through for us really in flying colors. And, you know, our first stop was the film office. That's often your first stop when you come into a new area. You find out how things work, what do you need, who do you speak to. And it was the people at the film office were an enormous help with us. Lena, Dionysia, and Alexandros Thanos in particular, who really explained to us, yes, we can do that, yes, you can do that. And they worked us through all the bureaucracy, and there's a fair bit of bureaucracy in this country, as maybe some of you know that. But they found a home for us at Hell Expo, which is where we've been ever since. We're still working out of that facility there, who've been very kind to us. And they helped us find locations all over city. EEC Tourism in the tourism school in Perea. I mean, I think we shot about 30% of our movie in that area. They know about hospitality, and they showed us a lot of that. The Port of Thessaloniki, you know, specialty permissions all the time. We shot in Thermaikos, we shot in Kalahori, Mykonos, I apologize, I probably butchered that. But all of these places, they welcomed us, they helped us. They let us close the ring road. Sorry for that, everybody. I know it caused some traffic. But it all went into the movie, and we're very proud of that movie. I've had a chance to look at some early cuts, and you know, I'm pleased to say it looks a lot like Miami, but that's the point. And you know, all of the help that we got from everyone in the city was instrumental in getting that movie to happen. As far as some of our obligations, and you know, okay, yeah, we brought equipment, trailers, trucks, that kind of stuff came from overseas, or from, I should say, over the borders. But the obligation really here, and this was another thing that we focused on with Έχουμε, was the system really works best, and it really only works, when you put the money into Greece and Greeks. And that has become a huge focus for us. It was an original challenge. We knew that would be a challenge, which was finding qualified crew, not just in Greece, but in northern Greece. The industry here is small, it's been small. You know, so working with the film school, the university, was a huge help. We have students and interns, all of whom are paid, in every single department of our film. We have camera assistants. There's people in there's students and trainees in grip, lighting, accounting. I mean, really every aspect of filmmaking that is required. We have found, you know, young, hungry, talented people who want to help us and want to get into this industry. And the hope is that we'll be able to continue to, you know, they'll learn the same way we all learned. We kept doing it. We kept making work.
I think there is something that you missed when you explained about Central Macedonia. You didn't refer to the gastronomy of Central Macedonia. That I think that they will appreciate actors from Hollywood when they come here. The excellent cuisine of Central Macedonia.
In all honesty, it's a very serious thing. Greece is a sexy place. Greece is a destination for everybody all over the world. You know, if you ask, you know, a random 10 people, let's say in the States, where I'm from, about places they want to see before they die, you're going to hear Greece. People love Greece. It means, you know, what it means to people is that when we say we're making a movie, these are the offers, this is what we're doing, also we're going to shoot in Greece, it changes the entire dynamic. Getting getting movie stars like Mr. Banderas and many others, including some of the folks that we're working with even now on the Expendables, we weren't necessarily going to make the Expendables in Greece. That was something that came, the movie came first, the deal came first. We've made 3 of them. We were going to make a 4th. But our experience with Barracuda showed us that this can work, that this is something that is worth doing and is worth, pushing the envelope. And the next envelope, of course, was the Expendables.
And you made the decision to move forward after 3 months that you have finished the Enforcer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was like, okay, we did it, it works, we're happy, we've made a nice movie, now what? And the now what was, let's try action. This is action coming to Greece. This is a whole different type of filmmaking. It's new challenges, and we've gotten new allies from those challenges. Now we're working heavily with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs because this is a hugely international movie. We have actors from Indonesia, Thailand, Hong Kong, mainland, the rest of China, all different places. They need visas, they need work permits, they need immigration status, they need different COVID documents. And again, here we are. We need help. We need help from authorities who want to help us, who are dedicated to what we're trying to do. And once again, we found the help. We work with the Ministry of Defense. We are shooting with Greek tanks, Greek Humvees. I don't even know the names of all the vehicles. They're very technical and they look great, and they move very fast. And when they blow up, it looks really good. But again, we rely on that kind of stuff. That's the stuff you need to make an action movie in any country. Could we do it? Was Greece going to be up for that? They were. They absolutely have been. And we're experiencing that success now.
And we would like to ask Mr. Dimitris Kambas, that he's a unit production union expert, to come on the floor and explain and share his experience working with such a big project like Enforcer.
Hello. You want my experience from the production? As a Greek, it was a big challenge because it was in May, about May, yes, May. We met with Rob and Panos Kouanis and Les and Yariv, and we talked about this huge project. The first thing was, what about the bureaucracy? How the local authorities are treat our movie production. What was my difficult thing? We came out from the COVID, the pause of the COVID, so we start again. And then we try to find the help from the film office, Central Macedonia, and we proceed everything, the license, the permits, whatever we ask, because this office is well organized. So you
have worked in projects and you have facilitated projects before the film office. And can you tell us more about your experience and what's the difference when you are working hand in hand with the governor of Central Macedonia and the film office, and now that you are working with them?
The previous experience?
Yes.
Heart attack and many strokes. That's for sure. I remember in Chalkidiki before 5 years, we need to arrange a beach, and we had to find how many authorities are involved in this beach. We lose about 10 days, 8 days, and about 10 permits. But we're not even sure if we are secure for this shooting. Nowadays, we have a strong ally. That means the film office, the region of Central Macedonia, and we have the strong support from Έχουμε, which give us the incentives and all the secure for the next projects.
But it is not only Hollywood movies that were being shooted in Greece last year. We have with us Panos Papahagis. Please, Mr. Papahagis, could you come on the floor? You are familiar with Mr. Papahagis, and we would like to share his experience when he shooted last year the film Thimonies, when the English title is
Behind of Haystacks.
Yes. And they did the shooting here in December in Central Macedonia. And I would like to tell us more about your experience and if you have been facilitated by the film office and how this has changed your work.
Yes. Hello. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Dzitζικώστας and the film office for the invitation to speak about the film we are shooting here in the beginning of this year. The film was entitled Behind the Haystacks, and this film was inaugurated, I would say. The film office here was the first film that we had support from film office of Central Macedonia. This film is a co-production between, is European co-production between 3 countries. And supported by from Greek Film Center, from Έχουμε, ERT, ZDF and Arte, and Erimaz, and of course we had the support from film office here. We started the shooting early this year in the middle of pandemic, and a part of shooting were here in Central Macedonia, in Kilkis and Doria Lake. And it was very important, the support we had from film office. In a daily basis, we are in collaboration with Lina and Dionysia from film offices for everything. And they make the pre-production and the shooting flow smoothly. The film office care for our accommodation because in that period the hotels were closed from pandemic. And we had the support to open many hotels for accommodation. And generally, we had very big support.
Yes, when we heard that you'll go for shooting, it was during COVID. The winter was really hard. We said, do they really go to shoot? It was minus 10 in December. Will they go for the shooting? But you finally did it. And you mentioned Lina Milonaki and Dionysia. And we would like to share with us the tools that the film office of Central Macedonia they have in order to facilitate the local industry and the international industry in promoting and facilitating the shooting of Greece. Could you please tell us, Lina, the tools that the Film Office of Central Macedonia has got in order to facilitate them, and which are your plans?
Thank you all for coming here. I would like to say just a few things for those of you who don't know about the tools that we are developing in facilitating audiovisual production shot in the area of Central Macedonia. As Stavroula explained, we are developing an industry guide that is a guide where we want to gather all companies and individuals explicitly or implicitly concerned with film production in order to have them all together and to link them with professionals who come here to shoot. So our goal is to take the best advantage we can from local professionals here in Central Macedonia and to gather them online. So this industry guide to be available to everybody who wishes to shoot or wishes to plan a shooting here in Central Macedonia. Apart from that, we are developing a location library. That is, we are doing a 4-season photo shooting in Central Macedonia in order to best advertise Central Macedonia as a filming destination, not as a tourist one. That is, to take advantage of all types of locations which can be adapted to projects of all kinds. This location library, together with the industry guide, will be ready in the beginning of 2022, and they will be available both print and online. So we invite everybody here who is from Central Macedonia, an individual professional or owns a company and wishes to be registered in our industry guide, to send us an email at filmoffice.pkm.gov.gr to be registered, and he or she can be included in this one.
Hellenic Film Commission of the Greek Film Center is in close cooperation with Film Office of Central Macedonia. We cooperate when there is a problem, like some ones that they come here with the enforcers. And we would like to invite you at our parallel event on 9th of November. It takes place at Mediterranean Palace. It's an event, a training day that we offer for the participation of film offices in all over Greece, because some of them they are trying to establish some regions. They try to establish film offices. They are not so experienced like the one here in Central Macedonia. And the panel, the speakers are from national commissions from European countries, because we are a member of UFCN, and the director of Hellenic Film Commission, Ms. Venia Vergou, is a member of the board. You can see the program at Agora Talks, and we would be more than happy to come with you. We would like to thank you for being here.
Thank you all for being here today.
For sharing the experience of films that were being shot in Central Macedonia. Thank you all for being here.
I would like to thank our distinguished guests also for sharing their experiences with us. And I would also like to thank you in the audience, you film professionals who come here, and I invite you to come and film more often here in Central Macedonia, because apart from locations, I think we have a potential as a filming destination, and you should try us. Thank you. Thank you.